So, Get Up and Go Challenge Day 9. Welcome, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Today, of course, we're going to start talking about soap. In COVID-19, there's a lot of soap thinking around, or sanitation and cleaning and things like that. But we're going to use soap in a slightly different way. We are going to use the soap framework, where I talked yesterday about frameworks and the importance of frameworks. We're going to learn the soap framework and we're going to apply it to your current situation. I'm going to apply it to one of my current situations, and you're going to apply it to the thing that's bothering you the most, or the thing that's the highest concern, the biggest stressor, the biggest area of your life that you're concerned about right now. And the S in soap stands for story or situation. Every situation that we find ourselves in, we are telling ourselves a story about it. Our story, of course, includes another framework I like, and I talked about yesterday: who, what, where, when, why, and how. If I'm thinking about the story or my situation, my current situation right now, I want to know what's the story I'm telling myself. What am I thinking about? What am I feeling about? What and how is it impacting me? So I've got a story that's playing out in my life right now that's giving me the results that I'm getting right now. Now, the thing about stories and situations is we want to not only know where we are right now, what our situation is, but we also want to know, where do we want to go? What is our desired story? What is the story or the situation? What do we want to find ourselves in? How do we want to be? It's part of why we rated physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, and contribution. It's part of why we rated the 7 areas. Oh, scratched the wrong thing, and I threw papers everywhere. The 7 areas of our life. My great graphic here. We rated those on a scale of 1 to 10. Number 1, so we could consciously be aware of where are we at in each of these. And now, if I ask myself, and if I'm honest with myself, I did one of these a while ago for the soap model, and I did health, wealth, and relationships. And I'm thinking, I just thought this morning, as we're doing this, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the health one, because I'll tell you why I'm starting with the health one. And then I'll also do a wealth example. We'll go through the soap model, and then we'll do the same thing with relationships, so that you can get a feel for those 3 main areas that you can combine all of these areas together to come up with those. So when I pick a specific things, these are averages of my overall physical well-being, right? So the story I'm telling myself about my overall physical well-being is I'm about average. I'm a 5. I'm cool. I'm okay with that. Now my family would probably say, hey, you're more like a 3, and I really feel more like about a 7. But if I really am overall being honest with myself, I'm probably average. Average physical fitness, average physical well-being, average health. Now, if I go specific and I ask myself, remember I said and I hope you already did this, picked a specific thing, a specific area that you want to go through the soap model on, I would have to say the story I'm telling myself about my physical well-being. If I go even more specific in the story I'm telling, I'm looking at my left knee. Ever since COVID, and I don't know what happened, probably I was on a walk and I tweaked it going down a hill or something and pulled something in there. My left knee has been giving me lots and lots of problems, as in it hurts to get up whenever I get up. It hurts to get out of bed. Sometimes it will give out and it won't support me. So if I'm being super honest, my knee is probably at a 3 right now. It's to the point where I've been doing some things, but I probably need to call a doctor or a specialist or get an x-ray or something on it and see if there's something mechanically wrong with it that needs to be addressed or repaired. Maybe I need to get the fluid drained from it. I don't know. So if I'm being honest, I'm going to rate it. My situation, my story today is some of the things I've said. It's my knee. It's my left knee. It's not my right knee. My right knee's fine. But it's hard to get upstairs. It's hard to get out of bed. It hurts. It hurts all the time. And it just doesn't hurt a little. It sends sharp shooting pains through my whole leg. And sometimes that leg will actually give out. So that's a 3 to me. To me, that's a 3. What do I want it to be? I want it to be invisible, like my right knee. So I don't even need to think about it. So I'd say it's a 10, but I'd be perfectly happy with a 7 right now, where, you know, it's got to tweak every once in a while, but that's unusual. It's not a everyday, all-day thing that bothers me. You know, if I sit somewhere for more than 5 minutes, I know I'm gonna have a hard time moving and getting up. That's kind of ridiculous. So that's the story. That's my current story. And what I want it to be is I don't even have to think about it because it's not causing me any attention. It's not causing and taking away any of my energy to think about or be careful about what I'm doing and make sure that I do my right leg first, things like that. So the more specific I am, the easier it is to be really clear on what is my story now and what do I want it to be. The S in SOAP is all about our story and our situation, where we are versus where we want to go. Because if we don't know where we are, it's like getting in a car and going for a ride. If I just hop in my car and I'm going to go anywhere, it doesn't matter where I go. I can be happy. But if I want to go to the grocery store and I head toward, toward Home Depot, I'm going to be upset because I don't want to go to Home Depot. I want to go to the grocery store. But if I don't know where I'm going, anywhere I go, it doesn't matter. We just become aimless and uncertain. So we need to know where we are and where we want to go. So ask yourself who, what, where, when, why, and how. If that helps you to tell your story, it helps me to tell my story and make sure that I'm including everything in it that's important. And it doesn't have to be a big in-depth thing. You're just like, my knee hurts now, I want my knee to not hurt. It can be that simple. You decide how simple or complicated you want it to be. So, situation, story, who, what, where, when, why, and how. Pick one thing that you're going to focus on. And today, I'm trying to think what I want you to share in the comments below. Just share that you've done the exercise. Just put done. So I want you to just spend a minute or two thinking about where you are right now and where you want to go, and be really specific on it. And if you can add some emotion and some feelings and some reasons why you want that, that will help you to really commit to making a change and actually putting this process to play and to work in your life. And when you do it, when you own it, it will automatically install itself in your subconscious and become a part of your natural repertoire. I can't even have a challenge or a change happen in my life where this doesn't happen. I'd have to consciously stop this process from happening. And why would I? Because it always gives me better results than if I didn't use it, if I didn't let my subconscious just run through this process with me every time. So that's it. That's our S today. Go out, do this. It only takes a couple of minutes, you know. It's just a matter of deciding where you are and where you want to be on a specific thing, a specific area of your life. Why I pick physical is because I have learned that if I let my physical well-being go to the point where it's taking up my time and energy, it's impacting other areas of my life as well. If somebody was to call me and ask me to go on a walk with them, I would say no, because I'd be afraid of not being able to keep up with them. So that's impacting my relationships. It's making me make different choices and say no to different business opportunities. So it's affecting my finances, my business. It's affecting my emotions, because I don't know about you, but I don't like things to hurt all the time. I don't mind a certain level of pain, but I don't want it to hurt all the time when I'm just doing normal daily activities. So if it's impacting another area of my life, then I know I need to address it. Physical is kind of the foundational basis of our being, and that's why I like to tackle this one first. All right, if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow, and we'll talk about the O in SOAP, because that's the next step in our process of change and challenges. Have a great day.